Now, I've never gone live on my phone, so I just wanted to test it out. I doubt anyone's going to join. But I decided I'm going to do a collective reading. I haven't done a collective reading in a very long time. So I'm going to pull a couple decks out. Matter of fact, nah. I'm not pulling no decks out. I'm going to use the decks I have. Roll with the flow. Come on, baby. I don't even think that's a song. Oh, burn, baby, burn. That was the song I was thinking about. I said roll with the flow. Like the little incense, a little sensey sense. A little sensey sense. There we go. That's more like it. Matter of fact, let me just clear off all the energy from the last reading. Let's start from center. Positive vibrations only. What the collective needs to know for its highest good. Who went out? Come on, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Ah. Back and better than ever. Alright. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so this is going to be a general reading, a collective reading. We're just going to see what comes out, what pops out for you guys. I just finished doing, what was it? Their secret thoughts about you. Their secret thoughts about you. So I'm going to upload that probably sometime tomorrow. If I'm feeling real funky. Hi, Steven. Hey, Jacqueline. Welcome, guys. I might post that either tonight or tomorrow. But we gonna do a collective for you guys. See what's going on in the energy. What's the vibes? What's cracking? Let me get some oracles for you guys first. Benevolent spirit guides of the collective. What does the collective need to know at this time? What does the collective need to know? Oh. Need and necessity. First word I'm hearing is integration. Okay. So there's something with your light and your shadow that you might be wrestling with right now. But I'm seeing whatever path that you're on is actually leading you to a more authentic version of yourself. There's something about your purpose. Hold on, let's see. One more card, please. Benevolent spirit guides of the collective. know you belong. Okay. So I'm picking up an energy of maybe you felt like you had to make yourself a lot more palatable for people, right? For them to accept you, for you to not feel judged. So, for instance, like in school, you never want to be the person that's the oddball out, right? You never want to be the person that other people look at as strange. So you kind of develop a persona of yourself, right? And that's what I think, that's what I see that you're shedding right now. And honestly, I'm getting that it's making people uncomfortable. You being unapologetically yourself, and I'm also getting something about your confidence too, is making people uncomfortable. But what that got to do with you? Nothing, right? Benevolent spirit guides of the collective. Ooh. Courage. Didn't I say your confidence? I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Oh. So that's why you wanted to make people a lot more palatable for yourself. Because you picked up on the fact that because you are talented, good looking, smart, insert ideal, terminology here. You went out of your way to make people comfortable with the fact that you're great. And that's not even how you see it, because the way I'm seeing it here with the need and necessity, because like I was saying, there's a need for integration for your light and your shadow side. I'm actually seeing that you downplayed yourself so you wouldn't take up too much space. Moments with Mo Queen. This is not a game, Mo Queen. I'm doing a tarot reading. So with your confidence, right? You're stepping into your confidence, and it's very intimidating for people. Because now you are taking up space. Now you are unapologetically being yourself. Saying what's on your chest. Not being afraid of people's judgment. And that's one thing too that I'm picking up on. You could have got on a journey where you realize that other people's opinions about you don't matter, because it don't pay your bills. When you're in a state at night where you're all alone, and you got to deal with what you got to deal with, nobody's helping you deal with it, right? So you came to a point in your life where you realize other people's opinions, not really your problem. Not your problem at all. Do you know a card game called what? No. Mo Queen, I don't know a card game like that. So let's see. I'm going to go into the tarot. I'm actually feeling guided to this deck. So let's see what it is that you need to know. Yo. What's up, Mauricio? Let's see. Benevolent spirit guides of the collective. Your energy shifts a room. I can see that. Your energy shifts a room. The Temperance. So there are people that are actually wondering what's going on in your life right now. People want details. People want details about... Matter of fact, give me 1 second. I'm going to change the title here because I don't think people know what it's called. Crap. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm definitely going to be deleting this. So anybody joining the chat, this is a tarot reading, a collective tarot reading. So people feel like they don't have any clarity on what is actually going on in your life right now, and they're used to having information about you. So I'm hearing chatter. So people are used to hearing about you through the grapevine, like what you're up to, what you're doing. Do you have a new job? How are your kids doing? How's your mom doing? Things like that. And people do not have as much information as they did before. And it's kind of sending them for a loop because you're showing up as the Temperance, meaning you've done some healing work and it's somehow showing up in your energy, in the way you walk, the way you speak, the way you look. People can tell that you're a lot more balanced than you used to be. And you're not just balanced. Because of this confidence too, it makes you a bit intimidating to people as well. And people, okay, I don't usually get this for the Four of Swords, but people feel like they kind of have to like tread lightly when it comes to you, the Seven of Cups. Now, people are left to fill in the gaps, right? So they're left to fill in the gaps of what is going on with you. Who are you dating? Where do you work? How much money do you have? Yeah, you got pocket watchers. People are way too concerned with your life and what it is that you're doing. You know why? It's because people compare themselves to you. Queen of Wands reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles. Oh man, I'm hearing downfall. So people were banking on the fact that you would be somebody who is bitter, resentful, maybe even promiscuous. I'm getting something about promiscuity here, where people pegged you as somebody who would be promiscuous. And wow, this is a very specific message. People look at you in a way where like it's almost like they wouldn't be surprised and like kind of expected that you don't make great decisions. So maybe you're somebody who has 2, 3, 4 people who have your children, right? Like you're creating broken homes or something like that. And with the Seven of Cups now, I'm getting that this is a fantasy. So these are ideas that people had of you in their minds. And what I'm seeing here is that that just has not come through. You could have been considered somebody who was like a Queen of Wands energy, somebody who is angry, somebody who doesn't have any couth, you know? And they're discovering real quick, real fast, that that's not who you are. With the Three of Swords in reverse, the Fool. One more card, please, Benevolent Spirit Guides. And the Three of... Oh! So there's a situation that occurred for you. There's a situation that occurred for you that was really painful. I'm getting a situation where somebody might have kicked you out of a place. Somebody might have broken up with you out of the blue or just ghosted you. I'm also getting like you could have been ganged up on or sabotaged at work. There was something that was really painful, and I'm also hearing spiteful too. So somebody was purposely attacking you, which led you on a fool's journey, meaning that you decided to head in a completely different direction. And even though you didn't have a safety net, you were able to carve your own path. You were able to carve your own path, and people didn't expect that out of you. They thought that you were going to be irresponsible. They thought that you would be somebody who would never get a good head on their shoulders. Benevolent Spirit Guides of the Collective. Five of Swords in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles. People are honestly surprised that you're able to be independent. People are surprised that you didn't stay down in the dumps, basically. Benevolent Spirit Guides of the Collective. What does the collective need to know at this time? Okay, it's giving disappointment because the negative words that people spoke over your life ended up not becoming true, and now they have to eat their words. And I'm also getting here that they feel foolish and they look a little embarrassed because Knight of Pentacles in reverse, because now they can't align themselves with you. Now they can't stand next to you the way that they want to, because they already chose to go against you. Nine of Cups in reverse. Benevolent Spirit Guides of the Collective. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So you might be somebody who received a lot of silent treatment from people when you didn't comply to their ways and what they wanted you to do. Please clarify the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. Please clarify the Magician. High Priestess. People are trying to figure out how you're always able to get back up on your feet. How are you always able to bounce back? How is it that you can make a way out of nothing? And people also wonder, okay, people can feel your energy when you're not there. And for some people, they recognize that consciously, and for some people, it's subconscious. For the people that recognize it consciously, they wonder if you're able to see what it is in their hearts that they feel about you. They're actually afraid of that. I'm also getting that people do think that you do like rituals and spells and stuff like that. Seven of Pentacles with the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. You're somebody who's very determined and you play the long game. You play the long game. And that's the thing. There's certain spaces that you've left where people couldn't make sense of it. It was not practical to them. It did not make sense. And that's something that people have actually held against you in terms of your decision making. Because to them, to the outside looking in, you were self-sabotaging. But what they don't recognize is that you were actually being led by your spirit team down your specific path. Five of Pentacles and the Two of Cups reverse. If you split up, from a partner or a friend, they expected you to fail without them. I don't know if anyone has experienced like homelessness or extreme financial issues. But that's what people were expecting when you split from this person. And that may have happened. But with the Five of Wands reverse, it's almost like you accepted the situation for what it was and moved forward. And people weren't expecting that from you. Okay, we're going to pull a couple more cards and then we're just going to end this. Oh. The Nine of Swords. The Two of Pentacles reverse. The Star reversed. One more for the Star reverse. Ace of Wands. People are worried about your come up. What's this? King of Pentacles? If you have a child with somebody, or children, this person might be influencing or trying to influence your children to watch you, like report back. There's somebody that you were in a connection with that didn't want things to end between the two of you, and the way that they feel more in control of the situation is by using your children, if you have children with this person. That's only for those of you who have children. This person also has no sense of direction for themselves. They focus so much of their energy on keeping you in control, but I'm seeing here that they don't have you under control at all. This person has no control over you. In fact, this person has developed a drinking habit, a very bad drinking habit, because they can't come to terms with the fact that you're out of their grasp. And this is somebody who triangulates you with people. They emotionally manipulate you and other people so they can play victim. Right, the Four of Pentacles reversed. They've lost their control over the situation. Nine of Wands, Six of Wands reversed. Okay. So this person felt like they had the right, because they didn't get what they wanted out of the situation, which it seems like is you or control over you. They had the right to tarnish your reputation and basically badmouth you to people around and make you seem like you were a terrible person, an unfit parent, or an unfit partner. Okay, one more. Ooh, okay, wait. So we have the Empress. Whoa. Hold on. We have the Empress, the Lovers reverse, and the Page of Cups. It's this person. This person feels so tied and still bound to you that I don't think this person's ever gonna let you go. This person is delusional. Very delusional. I'm going to delete this reading and then I'm going to do another one. Eight of Cups. Queen of Cups with the Eight of Cups. So, when this person had you, they recognize your heart. They recognize how empathetic you were, how nurturing you were, how you were willing to sacrifice certain things. You were willing to put others ahead of yourself because you care. And the last thing they expected was for you to walk away. And they're bitter about that. They're very bitter about that. They still haven't accepted that. But I am getting with this person that they're never going to fall flat on their face. They might get bruised up here and there, but they're never going to get, like, flat on their face. I'm hearing scapegoat. This is somebody who is able to maneuver people and situations in their favor so they get what they want. And that's what they're going to keep doing. That's what they're going to keep doing. Anyway, that is all I have. I will see you guys.